The chicken nugget was once an icon of fast food. Childhood memories, the excitement, the box opening it as it glows, golden, brown, crispy chicken nuggets, and yet they're disappearing. Now we're seeing chicken tenders popping up all over the place. Were chicken nuggets never really that good, or did they stop caring and giving them the love they deserve? That's why today I'm gonna be tasting and ranking chicken nuggets from every famous fast food chain in the United States of America to see if chicken nuggets still deserve a place in the world, but more importantly, crown the king of which is the best chicken nugget. So today I've enlisted the good help of my friend Damon. Damon and I both actually worked in the exact same restaurant. We come from fine dining, so I think he'll be a good candidate to help me vote on which one is the best. There are rules to this. We wanna go to the most famous, the most known fast food places. They must have a minimum of 300 locations and a national presence, except White Castle. Every single time we've gone to White Castle, it has barely broken a 1 out of 10. I've had enough of that. Sorry. Let's begin. We are at Sonic the Hedgehog. This is our first place. They have popcorn chicken, so it's kind of skirting the edge of a chicken nugget, but I feel like it's still classifiable, so we're gonna include it. Thank you very much. So 5 minutes and 54 seconds to acquire the bag. They look really not that enticing.
It's got a nice thick coating of breading on it.
Cheers.
Oh, wow.
There's really only 3 flavor notes: salt, pepper, and oil. They have good salt levels though, I will say. It's a little dry, but honestly not as dry as I thought it would be.
Texture, crunchy, a little chalky almost. I agree, seasoned pretty well.
You got a little extra seasoning in there too.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, there is in fact an eyelash in his bag. I'm gonna give this a flat 6. It's all right.
I'm gonna go with 4.
Common L for Sonic. Moving on.
Sonic starting us off right in the middle at a flat 5. I can only hope the scores go up.
Next stop is KFC, and first of all, it has 713 reviews and 2.5 stars. What happened to this place? A lot of people are talking about rude, so let's see how rude they are. Can I just get a 12-piece nugget, just the nuggets? Of course. I just want to say, great customer service. Most KFCs I've been to, they're really mean. If this gets a minimum of a 7, I will give them a 5-star rating on Google. Thank you very much, appreciate it.
Wow.
1 minute and 39 seconds. Fast, great customer service, and that was it. I hope that it gets a 7. For those who don't know how these ratings work, we're going based off of a combination of really a couple of things. Number 1, texture. What was the chew like? The toothsomeness. What's it like eating it just from a textural standpoint only? And then flavor, which is like, you know, the diversity of whatever they put in there. Spicy, is it not spicy? Is it garlicky? Did they put a certain kind of special flour? Finally, salt levels. Was it seasoned with enough salt, which is one of the most important elements when it comes to a great meal? The moment that I opened this, I'm not gonna lie, I've always felt like KFC's chicken isn't that bad. I mean, it's usually breaded quite nice. These nuggets are almost completely bald. These are like less breaded than Chick-fil-A nuggets, and that's one of the reasons why I hate Chick-fil-A nuggets. Cheers.
All right, cheers, buddy.
Chewy. The salt levels are there, the spices are good. Texturally, it's just, there's no crunch. They're stringy. This is like a 5.
I actually like these better than the Sonic ones. I think the chicken flavor came through a lot more. I was gonna say 5 as well.
5. Moving on.
Straight out the gate, we have a tie. Hopefully chicken nuggets don't turn out to be mid. I'm really looking for something to up the game here.
We are at Wendy's. Whenever I give Wendy's a bad rating, when I shut my eyes to go to sleep, I see her face. Hi, can I just do 2 orders of the 10-piece nugget? Thank you. Wow. Sub 1 minute. I think we might have just broken a record. Wendy's has 2 different kinds of nuggets, regular, spicy. So we're gonna taste both of these. Whichever one gets the highest rating is gonna be the one that actually enters in the competition. Start with the normal one.
That looks like your head. Juicy.
Despite the fact that this has clearly been sitting for a long time, it's still crisp, it's seasoned pretty well. I'm not picking up a lot of different flavors.
I'm still picking up more than Sonic.
Way more. Spicy one. The spicy nugget is essentially just this, but with cayenne and red food coloring.
They're a little spicier than I thought that they were gonna be though.
Yeah, I agree. I do like the spice. I'm gonna rate the regular ones a 6.5. I'll rate these a 6.8, not a 7.
I'm gonna have to go 6.5 with this one and 6 with the regular nugget. These are my favorite ones so far.
Moving on.
And a new leader enters the mix with a not so exciting 6.65. I don't think they're gonna stay the leader for very long.
Home of the Whopper.
Home of the Whopper! Woo! Hi, can I just get 1 order of the regular nuggets and then also an order of the fiery nuggets? $5.93. That's insane. Thank you very much. A little slow. We have a spicy and a regular. The spicy ones are new. We're gonna taste them both. We're gonna rank them both. But whichever one is better will be the one that actually enters the competition. So I think we should start with the normal one.
got some texture to it.
Outside's crispy, inside's juicy. There's a little bit of springiness to the meat, which I like. I also kind of wish it was a bit more juicy and less springy.
I like the crunch. It's consistent all the way through. I will say, while I can smell the oil, I can also taste the oil.
Yeah. See, Damon and I work together in the same restaurant. We both carry the same feelings about oil that has not been changed out and is sitting and cooking and just becoming bitter and worse and worse and worse throughout the day. And you can taste that. This one isn't that bad, but it's definitely noticeable. Try the spicy boys, here you go.
Not gonna lie, I like this one. Way juicier, still got that buoyancy texture while also being crunchy. I thought that these were not going to be crunchy at all because of how much grease is in that bag.
Flavor of the buffalo overwhelms the ability for you to taste the old oil.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in a way it's helping it. I guess that counts towards the rating. This one's definitely the better one and the one that we're gonna include, but I will rank both of them. This one I'll give a 6. This one I'll honestly give a 6.9.
I'm gonna have to go with a 5 on these regular ones.
Damn.
And I think I'm gonna go with a 7 on these guys.
Whoa.
These are tasty.
A strong start for Burger King. Better rating than they usually get. Moving on. We're at Carl's Jr. How many stars do they have?
7 out of 5. That's pretty good. Oh my God, there's more.
Can I just get 2 orders of the chicken nuggets? Thank you so much. Wow. All right, we're back at Carl's Jr. For some reason, I've always very much disliked this place. Despite that, they've actually been some of the highest rated foods that we've tried on our fried chicken and our French fry video. These are obviously in the shape of a star. Damon got really excited, I didn't.
I did, I jumped with joy. Wow.
You said wow?
Wow is in like, I'm actually surprised at how bad these are.
Flavor-wise, the salt levels are good. It's obviously got a little MSG in it, which I do like from an umami standpoint, but the flavor is very one note. The inside is super bouncy and kind of rubbery, despite the fact that it's ground. I feel like it should be super tender and juicy, and it's just not. But it's not dry, though, I will say.
It's got a thick casing of breading on it, which isn't my jam most of the time.
This is like a 4.
3.5. I was pretty disappointed with these.
Yeah, but they were smart making this a star, because probably the kids are like, ah, it's a star! And they eat it and they're like, this isn't very good, but it's fun. All right, Carl's Jr., moving on.
We're 5 spots in and we haven't even cracked a 7 yet. Maybe this is why they switched to the tender. Hopefully one of these spots will change that narrative.
Okay, we're at Chick-fil-A and we're gonna do 2 timers for this because Chick-fil-A is always so busy. You literally have to wait in line just to get to the ordering window, and usually the line is exorbitant. So we're gonna time the line, see how long that takes, and then separately time how long it takes to get the food. Just gonna do 2 orders of an 8-piece nugget and that's it.
15, stop at the top.
Sorry, Vikram wants me to get his points.
Customer service through the roof.
Why did you say that before I rolled the window up, Damon? Awesome. Thank you very much. So all in all, we waited about 9 to 10 minutes for 2 orders of chicken nuggets that cost $11. I hate this place. I'm gonna explain to you why I have such a problem with Chick-fil-A. The amount of clout and hype that they have for a fried chicken place. None of their is ever fully breaded. Every single time you get anything from them, you get this, where there's like, it's 90% bald spots with just little random flecks of crunch. I just do not understand. The texture of the chicken, kind of sort of moist. There's like a firmness to it, and that firmness I think comes from salt, but it's also a little overcooked. It's salted really well, but the flavor is like weird. There's like a sweetness to it.
KFC ones were juicier and better flavor. These are seasoned pretty well. It can't be above the KFC.
Out of all the places we went, this had the longest line. I mean, they had to split it into 2 lines and people love this place. We gotta be hard on them. This to me is like a 4.
I think I'm gonna agree with you on that, 4 as well.
We were about to leave, and then I just remembered I wanted to mention something because I know you guys are gonna comment about it, and I do care about this. Probably gonna hear things like, you gotta have it with the sauce. Oh, but Josh, come on, you gotta have it with Chick-fil-A sauce. Let me get something straight. No one in here is getting any special treatment, and no one is gonna get their sauces utilized to keep this a fair competition. And if your nugget cannot stand on its own 2 feet, then that's not my problem. Moving on.
Now that being said, I really don't think any of these nuggets are gonna stand on their own 2 feet. Can somebody please step up and be our hero to bring nuggets out of their purgatory?
All right, Shake Shack has...
Shut up! We're at Shake Shack, baby. Can I just do 2 orders of the 6-piece chicken bites? Thank you. Milky, 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 milky.
I like milk straight from the jug, my boy.
That's gross. Yeah, I can verify that's gross.
What are you, the milkman?
Thank you.
6 minutes, 44 seconds. I'll tell you what though, it already smells good.
The reason why time is such an important element is because fast food is about being fast. Shake Shack is fast food, but it's like gourmet fast food. So I'm willing to wait a couple extra minutes for quality if it's there. Shake Shack nuggets. Here we go.
Definitely crispy, not so much crunchy, but I think crispy's better because it's got that thin batter.
Texture immediately different. This is the best textured chicken nugget we've had all day by far. The crunch on the outside, almost perfect. It's really nicely fried. The oil is fresh. I'm not getting any old oil flavors. Salt levels are good. I do wish there was a little more spice in it. But that said, these are the best ones we've had so far. I'm gonna give these a solid standing 7.
I'm gonna have to go maybe 7.2.
Moving on.
And our family friend Shake Shack finally breaks us into the 7s. Now we're ramping up. Next up is Rallies. Now onto our handsome LA correspondent, Christian.
Can I get a regular chicken bite?
Thank you.
Thank you. I don't remember them being a robot. It scares me. Thank you. All right. Pretty springy. We'll see. Super light. Texture, not as crispy as I thought the outside was gonna be. Too soft on the inside, actually, now that I think about it. This is definitely not like a whole piece of chicken. It's more like a farce meat. I like the pepperiness of it. I think it need a little bit more salt. I do like the taste though. I'm gonna give this one a 4.7. Thanks, Rallies.
Yeah, nice and easy. Thank you to Christian for your service to our cause, and no thanks to Rallies. Moving on.
Oh Christ, this Arby's is attached to a f***ing gas station. How's it going, man?
Got a bunch of kids just prank calling our phone. He's like, my daughter wants to have a wedding. I'm like, bro, you sound like you're 14.
An Arby's wedding does sound crazy though.
Who in their right mind would come spit a wedding at Arby's?
This is probably the best drive-thru experience I've ever had. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. Awesome. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
6 minutes and 30 seconds.
That was a wild experience.
Yeah, it was.
These nuggets are their premium nuggets. I don't know why they are offering a premium one and no non-premium. Anyway, cheers. Crunch level, really nice. The breading is a little thick, but not as thick as the one at Sonic. I do like the breading on this a little more. Salt levels, they're exactly where they need to be. Flavor, again, is just not hidden. Like,
Not there.
This doesn't even have pepper on it. This is just salty chicken, no like garlic, herbs, or anything like that. If Sonic gets a 6, I'd say a 6.5.
I'm gonna go with right at 6. I think I'm right there.
Just as our cashier would say, who the f would have a wedding at Arby's? And this might be part of the reason why. Moving on. Jack in the Box does kind of piss me off because of Jack.
Yeah, he sucks.
There he is, that freaking Jack.
You were talking about that guy
he's a
that
swinger.
took your nowhere. I was like, holy shit, dude.
So have you pooped your pants recently since the last time I saw you?
I did poop a little bit in an Aeropostale dressing room, but my pants were actually off when it happened. So I didn't poop in my pants. I just ripped the tag off and I wiped my ass and I threw it under the bench.
You left the evidence?
What am I gonna put in my pocket?
Thank you, you too.
Bam.
They have 3 different choices of sort of nugget style chicken, right? They have 2 different popcorn chickens, a spicy and a regular, and they have these nuggets. So whichever one's better will be entered in the competition. Just upon opening these nuggets, you see this, what this is, right? You might be wondering, well, Josh, what is that? Is that like juice? What that is oil. That is the color of their oil. That means that this oil probably hasn't been changed in a while. Despite talking shit about the oil, I'm not detecting burnt oil as much as I have in other places. They're okay, 4.8. 2? Wow. Regular popcorn chicken, this looks like a tender, but whatever.
Breading on this is better.
Flavor-wise, they're the same. Salt levels are okay. I think it could use maybe a tiny bit more salt, but there's no flavor in it. It doesn't taste like chicken. It tastes like the freezer and whatever else was fried in the same fryer oil. I'd give a 3.
Tell you what, these spicy boys smell
Spicy ones do
pretty good.
It's better.
Yeah, for sure.
The spicy one is kind of a trick. Oh, we're gonna make them spicy? Let's actually introduce some spices like garlic and marjoram or some sort of flavor. I'm gonna give these a 6.5.
I did not like either one of the 2 before. This one, 5.5.
So for Jack in the Box, the spicy popcorn chicken is what's getting entered in. Solid rating, surprised me, honestly. Good work, Jack in the Box, moving on.
Despite our praise, Jack in the Box unfortunately falls right in the middle. You know, usually around this point, a hero has come along to save the day. One food item to blow the competition away, with only 2 more nuggets to try. Will we have our blowout winner?
Popeyes it is. Here we go.
Their grease trap actually looks pretty clean.
But all the dead grass around it says otherwise. Can I just get 2 orders of the 8-piece nuggets? Thank you. Wow, these are humongous. This was $8 and something cents.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
7, 8, 9, 10. They gave me 10. These are supposed to be 8-piece, so they gave us extra chicken, and they're like breaded really nicely. Let's try it. Here we go.
These are pretty heavy in the breading, but it's still very light. And it doesn't have that chicken nuggety taste that you get with every chicken nugget you ever got. I think these are my favorite ones I've had. I'm gonna have to shoot it up. So I'm gonna go 7.9.
I'm shocked
There's a lot to take in here. First of all, value for the money is sky high. The crispiness, it's a very crispy crunch, not a crunchy crunch. The inside super juicy, super tender, not hard at all. Seasoning, I do have a little bit of an issue with. There doesn't seem to be enough salt on here for me. Flavor profile of the seasoning doesn't feel as good as their normal chicken, but it is there. All in all, these are some of the better nuggets I've had. I'll give these a 7.2. I'm shocked. Popeyes is really getting a leg up this time. I've not seen them give this much value. Maybe it's this location, I don't know. We only have one more place to look at. It's arguably one of the most famous chicken nugget spots on planet Earth.
You know, Mickey D's.
I love McDonald's.
You love McDonald's.
I'm kidding. I'd rather blow my legs off. Hi, can I just get 2 orders of 10-piece McNugget, just the nuggets? Hello, thank you very much. That was crazy. That was like
literally, you just stopped, paid, stopped, grabbed.
that was like 40 seconds, and they weren't even paying attention.
It all comes down to this. Easily the most famous, classic, nostalgic chicken nugget of all time.
We have made it to the McDonald's. This is the McDonald's that we keep giving surprisingly good reviews because they kill it, and these nuggets look immaculate. I'm not gonna lie. Listen. So the outside, I will say the breading on these is kind of surprising. These aren't even hot and they're still crispy. So the crunch and the crispiness of the crunch, I actually really like. And I used to hate these nuggets, but this place really does make them the best version of themselves. This specific McDonald's, I'm not even joking. Flavor-wise, I'm tasting bitter oil. That's the first thing I taste. And then I get a little bit of chicken, sort of, kind of. The seasoning is sort of there. But I will say, for me, I'll give it a 6. Damon, you're gonna be the determiner of whether or not this place wins because all these nuggets didn't really rate that high. I'm kind of surprised. So that being said, this is the determining moment. Damon, please give your review.
I'd have to say, texture was good. Flavor, I've never liked it. The only thing good that I could say about these is every time I've ever had them, they've always tasted the same. So they have a consistency down. I'm gonna have to go with a nice solid 3.
Damn.
Sorry, McDonald's.
Yeah, I'm not sorry, actually. That means that Popeyes won this. It's the first time that Popeyes has won in any of our videos, ever. If you wanna know where to get a good nugget, at least you know you'll get a good one at Popeyes.
Something feels wrong here. Every time we've done one of these videos, there's been a blowout winner. But this time, it felt kind of like, kinda. Why is Popeyes winning? We had really 2 different kinds of chicken nuggets. The ones that we leaned towards the most were like the actual whole meat protein as opposed to the ground meat. I actually like the ground meat, but I don't think they're putting enough fat. I don't think they're putting enough salt. I think that might even fix it. So fast food companies, if you're watching this, maybe you should pay the attention. But that said, I think this gives us an idea as to why they're leaning towards chicken tenders. Something to think about, food for thought. So does that mean that we need to do another video for chicken tenders? You let us know. And also don't forget to subscribe. Love you so much.